Despite the way that this channel looks sometimes, I do play different games. Like Ninja Gaiden 4. Pretty fun. This is YOUMANDRIVER. Now, I played this 3 years ago on the channel, and I called it the strangest racing game I have ever played, and it continues to be that. But here's the thing, this game has been updated regularly, and I'm talking regularly since then. Most recently at the end of October. It hasn't been a long time since the last update on this one. The developer of this has not given up, and so I'm going to revisit it today. Let's get back into this. Now, just to re-familiarize you with what's going on here, this is a single dev as far as I can tell. His vision of creating basically a taxi-style game, similar to like a mobile game where you have to dodge traffic and drive straight. That's what it was 3 years ago. I don't know what it is anymore, but let's get into some of the gameplay, and then we'll go over some of this other stuff too. We do have skill points. We've got other things to consider. Loan management. I don't even want to get into that. My car of choice is the same one I had last time. It's the same save file as I had last time. I'm driving a Range Rover, of course. And quickly flipping through the vehicles, there isn't anything new. I'm kind of disappointed. But we do have some new areas unlocked that I've never checked out, including the mountain and the devastated island. Let's start off in the normal place here, the desert. I'm going to go ahead and pick Janet, the ecologist. We're going to try and make this trip with decent fuel economy. That's the goal here. Okay, so the point of this game is basically you take those quests like I showed you. They have different objectives. This one is to be very good with your fuel efficiency. So as I discovered the last time playing this, the best way to do these fuel economy challenges is to just flip on autopilot, which is this switch up here. Now, I burned a lot of fuel in my initial acceleration, which was not necessary, and so we're doing pretty poorly right now, but there is still 6,000 kilometers left. So I don't know. If you don't feel like playing the game, this is the mode for you. For the sake of actually showing the handling, I'm going to fail this mission on purpose. No more autopilot, and I'm just going to rev up like crazy and just drive this. You can see that our landscape is, I think it's exactly the same map as it was before. I'm very interested to get into a different one, but the basic gameplay boils down to this. Drive your car on a single road that is not randomly generated as far as I can tell. It is the exact same road every time, which does give you a chance to familiarize yourself with the road, which I guess is a good thing in a game like this, but you're always going to be taking the same turns. It's always going to be the same thing. Now, the interesting thing about this is I'm very curious what has actually changed. Now, I looked through a couple of the patch notes, and some of them were just like fixes and difficulty lowering and things like that. One of them was a widescreen fix recently to be able to get ultra-wide monitors working properly, which is cool. I mean, it's good that there's support for that stuff, but again, like, this game topped out at 3 players on Steam. 3 at once is the max it's ever done. When I looked this morning, there was nobody playing this, and SteamDB shows possibly 100, maybe 200 or 300 owners of this game. Like, there's basically nobody plays this. And that kind of dedication from the developer to continue to update it anyways reminds me a lot of myself in the early days of YouTube when this channel had not gotten any sort of attention. My videos would get literally 1 view, and I would just continue to post anyways. I was posting weekly, and that's kind of how I got to where I am. I basically just posted a lot, taught myself how to do YouTube. Even though I'm still not amazing at it, there's always more to learn, and things are constantly changing online. So YouTube is a constantly changing landscape, but that's sort of how I learned how to do this. That's how I learned how to make videos, was talking to nobody. And so this guy developing this game is developing it for nobody, except for himself. Oh, okay. I failed, but that was to be expected. So yeah, this guy's developing this game for nobody except for him at this point, and that is interesting and intriguing by itself. I find that to be meaningful. Like, this picture that we're looking at kind of sums up the development road here. It's him going straight on into the mountains, nobody around, absolutely nobody, but he's making progress. We're on version 1.45 here. The game is moving forward, so it's interesting to see. I think the best thing that can come from this is that the developer's next game uses some of the ideas from this game, and some of the technology of this game maybe can be carried over, and put it into something that can actually be popular, instead of a very overbuilt mobile game, basically, is what this is. I should point out as well that this game has difficulties, it has reality stuff, it has wheel support as well. The controls are fairly complex and you can do a bunch of stuff. There's even wheel presets, which is just darn cool. I mean, some of this stuff should be in every game. You're just missing from even big titles, but it's here. As I said before, this thing has skill points and lots of other stuff behind the scenes that give you bonuses for your runs. Also, you can borrow from the bank, but what is going on with this? Amount you borrow from the bank at a rate of 0.2% per minute. Holy smokes. You can go bankrupt pretty easy in this universe. Just like Gran Turismo, this game has licenses which allow you to be able to drive on different courses. Now, I want to get to that actually because Mountain and Devastated Island sound cool because I have not been able to do these at all. It's always been this. This map was the only one I had before. We got security, we got comfort, we got eco. Can take weight out of your car, I guess. Kind of interesting. Comfort apparently adds weight. Performance, ooh, I haven't got anything. Maybe we should get some stuff actually. Let's invest in our Range Rover. Also, you can service it, which is down here. I guess I crashed too many times. I'm doing it eco pack. How are we gonna pass that license without it? And performance as well. Nice, so this is upgraded now. From what I can tell, you can't change the color or anything like that. It's just always this. So we have to do missions because I've run out of money and I cannot do any of the licenses. This guy is wary, sorry. Ooh. Let's do his thing. There's quite a few options here. You'll notice it's all the same distance. Traffic is crazy, you get paid a little bit more. I'm gonna do low traffic, 4 grand. Let's do it. You can also get better insurance coverage in this game. Okay, we cannot overspeed, we cannot slip, we cannot mess up the gearbox, cannot shift improperly here. This boy is scared of driving, so I gotta do good. Which, nothing over 130 kilometers an hour. Hopefully I can do that. Probably not. Oh, the mountain is quite a lot better looking than the desert. This actually looks like a real level, which is good. And there's no giant bones as well, which is also a good start. I should probably figure out how to stop. Well, it's a good thing this isn't a fuel economy run because I would be getting very poor fuel economy right now. I think... Oh, I am going a little too fast. So this guy's biggest thing is that he's just scared of going quickly. So I just have to maintain under 130 kilometers an hour. It's kind of funny because... oh, geez, this is not a good situation. Okay. Some of the later vehicles are F1 cars, and like sports cars and things like that. So when you're trying to keep speed under control, you probably don't want to be driving one of those. Here are some of the other vehicles. We've got an Audi A7, pretty comfortable vehicle. This one, sports car, not gonna be good. My goodness, if you're trying to keep the speed under control. This one. Why would you want to weave in and out of traffic with that? This one, Mustang, Ferrari, like this thing is just a concept car, I guess. And F1 thing, transport truck without a trailer. Why would you want this? I guess, well, okay, I see that. It says this road giant allows you to carry out very special missions. So maybe if you buy this, you get some very expensive runs that you can do. I don't really see a point to this unless you're trying to break a speed record, but that is every car in the game. That's all of them. There's not much else to see. Okay, we're here in the devastated city, driving, I think, the same guy, only on a different area, in a longer, almost what is that, 9 kilometers? This time, I'm going to try to actually win. I got to keep it under control here. Sometimes I forget I can't go fast with my fancy Range Rover Evoque. This is surprisingly also a fairly detailed map. I like to see this. I have a feeling that almost everything in this game is from the Unity Asset Store. I know that some stuff has been credited in the credits, but most of this stuff seems to be just pre-made assets kind of slapped together. Yeah, it's definitely not a work of art. So what is even the point of coming back to this game? Well, I just wanted to see if anything had changed, and the answer is not really. Nothing super obvious. The graphics might be a little smoother. The game still plays fine. It's running 144 FPS on my graphics card, which is pretty good. That's pretty much what I would expect. There's not really much going on graphically in this game. It is running the Unity engine. I didn't notice any crazy text issues that were present last time, so I guess those got fixed at some point. There's nothing crazy new in this game, unfortunately. I was really hoping there would be. Ooh, I'm darn close to breaking the limits there. It's honestly just impatience that gets you, that gets you in trouble. There's no time limit. You could just, oh, that could have been, and that was a collision. With that, I think I'm done with YOUMANDRIVER, at least for another 3 years. Hopefully you've enjoyed this video. Let me know what you thought of it. Also, I wanted to mention, this game is on Switch. It's on itch.io, and it's in more places than you might think, even though the title is completely off-center. I just noticed that. Oh, man. Okay, well, thank you again to the dev for sending me this game 3 years ago. I appreciate you working on it all these years later and updating your game. I have no idea what to suggest to fix it, though. There's not really much here, and I try not to say that in a bad way. This game is this game, and I would definitely suggest trying to do something different with what you've built. That's all I can say. Anyway, guys, thank you for watching. I'll see you again next time. More videos to come.